Welcome to Cliff Brodsky's next show. He's the author of I Found God in Hollywood, a singer, songwriter, piano player, and owner of Brodsky Entertainment and Rock Man Enough Music Publishing. He's a Renaissance man who specializes in making documentary films, starring in his own reality TV shows, and likes to interview his guests about their lives, philosophies, meaningful stories, and how it all relates to our well-being. Topics discussed range from lifelong career goals, promotion of guest artwork, music, and websites. He loves to entertain and educate his audiences about important subjects that will improve society and humankind during these times of great transformation. Join Cliff today as he discusses our life's purpose and digs deep to uncover our true nature using honesty, humor, and spontaneity. Now kick back, get ready to be inspired, and laugh out loud. Welcome to Cliff Brodsky's next show.
Welcome to Cliff Brodsky's next show. Today we have Roberta.
Hi.
Hi, Roberta.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao, Bella.
Why are you taking my toy away from me?
Ciao, mein. Now, is it Ciao, Bella? What does that mean?
Hi, beautiful.
Is that what Ciao, Bella means, hi, beautiful?
Yeah. It's a very cheesy line.
What does just Ciao mean?
Hi.
Or bye?
Or bye. Yes.
Hi or bye?
Yes, hi or bye. Hi or bye. You can use either way.
It's like hello or goodbye. It's like aloha. In
I don't know
Hawaiian.
what hello exactly
Aloha
means.
is in Hawaiian.
It's like both ways?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Hello, goodbye.
That's good.
Is this made out of cotton?
I don't know.
Pleather?
Another lady asked me that today.
Is it pleather?
I think it is pleather.
Huh.
But the thing is, like, I'm not very, like, I'm good at home. I get my laundry done, I cook and
They're not
everything.
clean.
No, those are not supposed to be dried, like, in the heat, you know, with a dryer.
Dryer, yeah.
And I do it all the time because I never
and
have
you
time
wrapped
to, like,
it down.
yes, as you can see.
And that's why they're all crimped up, yeah.
But
Huh.
they were only, like, probably $5.99, so I guess I'll go
$5
do it.
bucks?
Yeah. I'm a good shopper.
Oh, I need some of those.
You can
Where do
come with me to downtown, Fashion District.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You can help me get some cool clothes?
I can. We can change this jacket too.
It's just really warm right now.
That's my presence.
It-
Better get used to it.
Maybe that's what it is. So you're from Italiano, huh?
Yes, I'm from Italy.
Where?
So I was born and raised close to Venice.
Venice?
A small town, probably smaller than West Hollywood.
Yeah. Small town?
Small,
So
like
you're
a village.
So you're like a small town girl?
Kind of.
You're like a small town girl. At heart.
Innocent.
Innocent?
With stiletto.
Wow.
So
So what do you mean by Sparta? You're like, Sparta.
well, that's my last name. That's my real last name.
What?
That's how much you care
Is that
about
true?
me. I'm kind of hurt right now.
No, I thought you said Sparta was like, because the movie, Sparta, like in Spartan, the 360.
This is the real Sparta right here.
So you are Spartan.
No, you should have done the thing. That was a good.
Wow, I don't think I've ever met a Spartan before.
Mm-hmm.
A Spartan.
And it's actually because my dad, he's Sicilian.
Mm.
And from Messina, which is like the northeast part of Sicily.
Yeah.
And there's not a small town nearby called Sparta.
Sparta.
And I think it was like, you know, family name. But and also there's a lot of mixing with the Greeks. So
Yeah.
that happened back then.
So maybe you're part Greek.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I don't have a Greek nose,
No.
thank God.
You have a Roman nose.
I have a beautiful nose.
Is that what that is? Yeah, it's a good nose. How long have you been in LA?
I moved here 5 years ago.
5 years.
Yeah. But I went back and forth quite a bit. I didn't have my papers, you know.
So
the
you got a
whole
green
problem.
card, and you
I
got your
a
working
green card.
papers, and you live here, and you
I'm
get...
like, yeah.
Where do you live?
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
I love it there. Quiet, peaceful.
Do you have tattoos?
Yeah.
Wow, what's that?
That's a phoenix.
Are you a phoenix rising out of the ashes?
Yes.
How many tattoos you got?
Those two ones.
Just one each back? On your wings?
Well, the wings are like, they get like, one gets here and the other one gets there.
So it's just one big one right here?
Yeah, but it's like this.
Is there another one on the other side?
No.
It's just one side?
Mm-hmm.
No
No.
bikini one with ankles?
No, I hate ankle tattoos.
No,
Sorry.
So it's just there?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Because it's something that you can cover, you know, it's not in the way when I go for jobs and stuff like that.
Unless you're at an interview now and I saw it, and now everyone knows you have a wing.
Well, let's have
A phoenix.
what's it called, like a poll
a
to
coming
see
out.
if people like it or not.
What are you?
I'm an actress
You're an actress?
and a model. I really don't like modeling anymore.
So you're an actress more.
Yes, I just...
Are you a fitness model or a face model or hand model or boob model or what kind of model?
No boob modeling yet. I don't know.
But you would if they paid you $50 or $100.
$50.
I don't know, how much would you...
Oh, way more expensive.
How much would you charge to model, you know, part your body?
I don't know, talk to my agent.
Oh.
There's a commission too, so guys, be aware.
I
It's a
see.
certain cost. But no, I
So your
just
full-time job is acting.
right now, yes, and I'm very excited about it. I just came back from Italy
Yeah,
a week
you're
ago.
a movie star. You've been in movies. You were...
I was the lead in this feature called Anger of the Dead, which is obviously a romantic comedy.
Anger of the
Dead. It's a horror movie. Very similar to The Walking Dead.
Right.
And it was a fun experience. I got beat up a lot.
Did you?
I didn't have a stunt double, so I was doing my
The
own
stunt
stunts
double
and
got
stuff.
beat up.
No, there wasn't any.
Were you the
stunt.
stunt double?
Yeah,
So you got beat up.
yeah, I got
Slapped
beat up.
around a little bit.
Yeah,
Pushed around, shoved, smashed.
jumped out of
Jumped.
cars.
Really?
Yeah.
So
stuff
you're
that.
like a stunt woman.
I guess I kind of learned as I was,
So
going
you
along.
weren't... This is your first stunt gig?
What do you mean?
This is your first time being a stunt model?
A
Something?
stunt actress, yeah.
Stunt actress?
I mean, the guys, like the producers, they're my friends. They were very nice. They were like, "Are you willing to do it?" I was like, "Listen, if it's not jumping off a cliff or something,
Right.
something small, I can do
If
it."
this car's not going too fast, I mean,
Yeah, if it's not like 200 miles.
that'd be dangerous. I just noticed
But I have fun.
you have really small ears.
Oh
Has
my
anyone
god.
ever told you that before?
Everyone makes fun of my
Her
ears,
ears are like little baby ears.
but I can hear very well. So
Can
be
you?
careful what you say because I can hear you. So we-
Ask me a question. What do you want to know?
I want to know, how do you find God in Hollywood?
Great question. I was driving.
I'm smart.
You are smart. I'm driving south on Crescent Heights and Melrose.
And you saw the guy that looks like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And that's where it happened. I crashed my car. My brakes went out. No brakes? It was like 20 years ago. I had a briefcase full of weed. I was a pot dealer. I had marijuana in my car.
I wish I met him earlier, but
I had like a whole briefcase of weed, like all the eights, all bagged up. And I was taking my ex-girlfriend Sandy to work.
and
The brakes finally went out, and we're like, there's people all parked at the stoplight. And I'm like, pumping the thing. I'm like, both feet on the thing, and it's like we're gonna crash. Like it's like it took like 5, 4, 3, 2, and we crashed into everybody in front of us. I had a '67 Mustang, burgundy, and
pretty amazing car, by
it
the
was
way.
a great old car with 289, and I go, and she just looked at me horrified, and I'm like, and I jump out of the car, and I tell everybody, can we just let me get everyone's phone number? I'll pay everybody in cash. I'll fix
How many
every.
people did you hit?
It was just people in front of me, and then they hit people in front of them. So it was like 2 people, and it was like some people just going to work. It was like 8 in the morning, and I was like, "Don't call the cops, man!" And so someone went through a payphone. This is before cell phones.
Oh,
They went to the payphone, and they're doing the thing. I'm like going, I have about 5 minutes before I'm busted. What am I gonna do?
You should have sent your girlfriend away with the bag with the weed.
I should have, but I didn't. I was panicked and freaking out. So I had to. I was like, the cops are gonna find me. It's my fault.
Were you high?
I was always high.
Oh, then you would have got busted anyway.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't get caught. So I backed up my car. Blah, 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 blah. It's still going. It's still running, and the whole front's all mushed in like this. It's all oozing blood. And I back up the car. It's like blah 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 blah. And she looks at me like, you're not just gonna, get out. Like I'm like, get out. She gets up, looks at me like, you asshole. Like I can't get a ride to work. She gets out of the car, and I back up the car, and everyone's looking at me like,
What the fuck is it you?
dude, you're not just gonna. We got you. We wrote it down, and I'm like, put in first gear, and I did a 180. Didn't even look. I was like, just bailed, and there was no brakes, so I was in first gear, like this, and I used my sneaker to slow down on the car, like I was using my shoe to.
Jesus Christ,
and
that was intense.
And I took all the stop signs, all the little roads back home.
And they found you at
No,
home.
and then I pull in. My roommate Lori's all stoned, and she's like, "This is like in the app. It's like 9 in the morning, and she's got her like little fuzzy slippers on and her little fuzzy little outfit, and she's all stoned. She's like, dude, what are you doing?" She was like a stoner, rocker chick, and I'm like, I'm a fugitive from the law. I just hit and ran. I panicked, and she's like, see, it's the government. It's the government. It's you're fucked. We should move. It's no matter what you do, you're fucked. We should move to Montana and grow weed. And I was like,
She might have had a point.
I was like, yeah. And I'm like, no. I go, it was my fault. I'm gonna turn myself into the police tomorrow. So I just couldn't deal with it like that day, right? So then the next day I go into like Hollywood Police Department, I'm like, I'm like all freaked out, and I'm like, I need to report that I wasn't hit and run, and I freaked out. I don't know what happened. Sorry. And they're like, well, where did it happen? I go, it was on Melrose and Crescent Heights. He goes, oh, well, you need to go to the Beverly Hills Police Department. And the next, I'm like, oh, really? And I'm like, you don't want to handcuff me? You sure? And I'm thinking, how come there's no one on the SWAT team putting on the machine? Like, where's the newspaper and cameras? There's nobody cares? It's like, that's really? Like, you can be a fugitive and no one gives a fuck? It's like, I guess it's so unimportant this town. I can't even get arrested in this town. Literally.
Maybe try harder.
So then I go to Beverly Hills Police Department, and I'm like, parking. I'm thinking I was taking my time in my day. I'm like, trying to. Where can a guy, turn himself in around here? So we have 5 minutes. Oh my God. So then I go into the police department, and I stand in line. It's taking forever. And I'm getting annoyed. I'm like, hey, can I turn myself in around here? Like, they're getting annoyed. They're like looking at me like, what?
And?
Huh?
I want to know the ending. Did you turn yourself in?
I'm turning myself in, and then the cop goes, well, where did it happen? I go, it was on Melrose and Crescent Heights. He goes, well, you need to go to the Pico and Robertson. I'm like going, ugh. I'm getting to run around, and he goes, why did you run?
Why didn't you arrest me already?
And I'm like, you sure you don't want to arrest me? Like, he said, no. And I go, why didn't you? He asked me, why did you hit and run? And I go, I don't know, I freaked out. I shouldn't have. I'm here though. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh well, get next. He's like, now he's annoyed. So then I go to like the Pico and Robertson, and finally get in. It's like 4:00 in the afternoon, and I'm like, I did it. Like, okay, you got me. And they're like, oh yeah, they already called it in, and we'll call you later. Like, I'm like, really? That's it? But and then they called me later, and I got an attorney, and nobody pressed charges, and everybody had insurance, and it just went away. But that moment, I said, you know what?
You realized
that was my moment of clarity when I was like, you know what? I've crossed the line in life. I was 29 years old, and I was like, you know what? I can't do drugs anymore. I can't. No more cocaine. No more party. No more selling weed. It was too close. Like, I didn't want to go to jail.
No, I understand.
It was like, I can get close, but if you get right to the very edge of the cliff, I don't want to go over the cliff. But I was like on tippy toe like this on the edge of the cliff. And I was like, you know what? So I wrote this book. I found God in Hollywood, and that's what happened. I was like,
can I take it home and read it?
Oh, look, that's the massage therapist. I was a massage therapist.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was she naked?
No, she had clothes on.
Oh, just she has nipples.
For now, I mean, eventually, that's the idea. Anyway, so I found God in Hollywood, and that was 20 years ago, and this whole book is just all about these...
But wait, are you, like, Christian?
Not Christian.
Catholic?
No. I hate religion.
Okay, great.
Religion's bullshit.
Buddhist,
well, Buddhism, I believe in the philosophy. I think that's a pretty cool...
That's what I'm getting close to right now, too.
I think it should be in the moment, and Zen is important, karma is important, the Eightfold Path, and the Four Noble Truths. But anyway, that's the book. Not that important. We want to talk about you and your sex life. So tell everyone right now, are you single, married, dating? What are you doing?
I have a boyfriend. Hi, boyfriend.
Yeah, how's he doing?
He's doing very good.
Yeah. And what's he doing?
Why do you keep touching your face?
What does he do?
He's a producer. He doesn't like me to talk about him.
He's a producer.
So,
So you can't say who he is? Is he famous?
No, he's not famous.
Italian?
He's doing good. No, he's American born and raised. Yes, but I don't want to say much about him.
Right,
we can talk about my sex life if you want.
Well,
no.
Let's talk about, let's see. Let me think. So, any good movies lately? Seen any good movies?
Seen?
Yeah.
I can tell you what I really want to watch and I haven't seen yet.
What?
Is the Grand Budapest Hotel.
The Grand Budapest. Budapest.
Hotel. That I want to watch. I heard it's amazing.
Huh.
But actually I think you know what I watched that I didn't like?
What?
I was on the plane from Italy back to the States. American Hustle. I didn't like
You didn't like that?
No.
I didn't see it.
it. Wasn't. I mean, yeah, Amy Adams, good job. You got
Amy
an
Adams,
Oscar.
great. Yeah,
but
she's cool. Good job.
I didn't really like. There was no plot to it. I
It
don't
was
know.
just, you know what it was? It was just drugs and gangs and violence and sex and 70s.
Maybe we should make a movie about your early days. That would be a
That's
movie,
the
it
answer.
sounds
That's
like.
the fucking movie of the century. Is my fucking story.
That would be a cool title for a movie. I Found God in Hollywood.
That's what I'm
right
saying.
there.
I mean, everyone's like, well, what's that? Like, what does that mean?
No, it sounds. That's why I asked, are you Catholic or whatever? Because
Yeah.
it sounds like one of like reborn
Yeah,
people.
it
You know
sounds
what
like
I
some
mean?
like
But it's
George.
not.
It's not. It's about drugs and rock and roll and crime and trouble and getting.
Did you play in any band at any point?
I was a roadie.
Oh.
I was a roadie for. We opened up for the Scorpions.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hurricane.
And
And my job was to do all the keyboard setups, and I did all the background vocals on a computer. I did all the whoa 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 2 3 4 whoa 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 2 3 4 whoa 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 2 3 4 slip the tongue makes me crazy. Slip the tongue makes me crazy. Slip the tongue. And I do all the little background things. You know what I mean? So they had the whole thing
for how long?
for a whole show.
No, I mean
80 cities. We did an 80 city 9-month tour.
Oh my god, it must have been amazing.
It was so much fun.
And I guess
It's
you were
about-
doing drugs at the time.
I was doing less drugs than everyone else, but
But
I was stoned, and we got to go to Amsterdam, and
I've been there just now before
isn't it
coming back.
beautiful?
Amazing, beautiful city.
Gorgeous,
Gorgeous.
place. The chicks
Amazing
are gorgeous.
food.
The food's good. And
Everyone speaks English.
it's just a clean place, and it's prostitution's legal.
Yes.
Drugs are legal. So
Yes.
it's like not a big deal.
But it is contained. Like, it doesn't get...
It's just in the little red light district. They just
Yeah.
go over there. It's contained, and they have a place to go. So people.
I'd say it's well
It
handled.
just makes sense. It's well handled. Exactly. They should have that here.
I think so.
I mean, it's so like the best way to do it.
Like, here I don't really agree. You know, born and raised in Europe, I don't really agree with the whole, like, thing that you have to be 21
To
in order
what?
to drink.
Right, to be 18.
Yeah, because I think
Well,
it just builds up in kids' head the fact that it's such a big deal.
So they're
you
doing
know,
drugs
to
instead.
drink.
So they're smoking weed. They're doing X. And
Not only
mollies.
that, when they are actually allowed to drink,
go
they
crazy.
drink like triple
Cuckoo.
the amount.
Right. So in
They-
Europe, they start young, and then by the time they're 18 or 20, they're like, ah, whatever. They don't even.
It's not about only starting young. It's just, I would say, like a cultural thing, meaning like it's good to talk about alcohol and like, you know, to contain it. I'm not saying everybody should get drunk like in the morning. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. But here it is considered more of a bigger deal than it is in Europe. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's more part of like, I don't want to say like everyday life, but it's not such a big deal to be drinking a glass of wine if you're 18.
Right.
You know?
Or 14.
Or-
Or 16.
Yeah,
Or have a
that-
beer with your dad at a football game. It's like not a big deal.
It makes it more. It makes like the whole process, I think,
Less of a
smoother.
stigma, yeah. And less of a shame-based kind of. I think it's done on purpose here to make people more fucked up intentionally.
Probably that's a
I'm
good
serious.
point. No, I agree.
I think the advertising people have taken over the legal system, and it's a setup for people to become more fucked up because you make more money off of fucked up people. It helps control the population the more fucked up
they are.
Yeah.
Speaking of alcohol, did you know they're gonna do? I think that's what I've heard. A TV series based on the Dos Equis man character.
The most interesting man.
Yeah.
He's the second most interesting man.
Who's the first one?
You know what? Every time I think of that guy, every time I see that guy, I'm like going, that guy's not interesting at all. I should be up on that fucking wall.
Well, I mean, he's making quite a bit of money. I can tell you that. I think he's the highest paid commercial actor right now.
What about that girl from Geico?
No, it's
The girl-
Progressive. Not
Progressive,
Geico.
yeah, that dumb bitch with the white outfit and the hair.
Flora.
Flora.
Yeah.
She must be making millions. 'Cause-
Millions for sure. Yeah.
And what about William Shatner for the
Yeah, but his face.
Priceline.com? He's so
face.
bloated, but he's just an alcoholic.
Well, it's also like a lot of wrong plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's the surgery and it's the face. He's old and falling
Yes.
apart. And
And did you see? Oh my God, the new commercial with Gary Busey.
Good, you see?
Yeah,
Gary Oldman?
Gary Busey. No, it's
No.
an awful, like
it?
awful commercial. Because I think did he have a stroke or something?
Yeah, and he's all droopy.
Like so, half of his face like that. So
Yeah.
basically, he goes like, if you're like me, you like talking to things. And he goes like, hi computer, hi lamp, and then he gets mad because the objects are not replying back to him. So
I don't think I've seen it though. But
no, you have to watch it. And it's got, what is it? It's not Amazon. It's some sort of like voice system.
Yeah, some voice activated thing. I think I might have seen that. So this is gonna hypnotize you. Yeah. So right now you're in the moment. You're Zen. You're Buddhist. You're on.
I'm not Buddhist, but I'm fascinated by the philosophy, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Because this guy that I was filming with, he's Buddhist, and one morning I woke up. He was the room next to me, and I could hear kind of like the vibration that comes from that thing.
Yeah.
Like longer, and it was him meditating with the
singing bowl, the Tibetan singing bowl.
Namyo Renge Kyo. Yeah, that's their thing that they do.
That's not really Buddhist. That's chanting.
He was chanting. Thank you.
That's different, isn't it? Namyo.
No, Namyo Renge Kyo is like the I don't know how to translate the word in English, but it is like their it's not their karma, but it's like the thing that you chant twice a day in the morning.
Well, I know what they do, and I've done it before. But is that considered Buddhist?
Yeah.
Like Tibetan Buddhism, or is it?
He's affiliated with the what's it called, Soka Gakkai.
There's some funny name that goes with the Namyo Renge Kyo people. It's like a section of Buddhism.
Well, I don't know the exact section, but I was fascinated by the thing, so I asked, and he gave me this little book that is like two steps to happiness or something like that. And I started reading it, and it's I don't want to say I'm gonna become a Buddhist because I'm not good with religions in general, you know.
At all.
But it was fascinating because it's more about like positive thinking, but not just the secret or stuff like that, which is just general positive.
Well, the
thinking.
secret's BS.
Yeah. This it feels like has some sort of like intentions and like it makes sense to me. I don't know. I was fascinated.
Well, philosophy's cool. I mean, Namyo Renge Kyo. I mean, whatever you got to do.
Be happy. Have a good sex life.
That's the main thing. It just comes down to rock and roll and sex. It always ends. The show begins that way and it ends that way. So I want to thank my lovely guest Roberta Sparta.
Yes.
From Sicily.
Own it, Sparta.
She's a Spartan. That's cool.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella. She doesn't like that though.
It's kind of cheesy. Ciao, belli.
Ciao, belli. Wonderful guest, Roberta Sparta. Peace out.
Ciao.